Okay, boys and girls, we're going to go over some foundations. Our language for this week is reading and looking for main ideas and supporting details. So I figured I'd rather do that with you on our Zooms, like during our classes, versus making a video for it. So I decided to make a foundations video for you guys. So if you look here at my screen, you'll see that we have some prefixes and their meanings. Remember, the prefixes come before a word, which I know you guys know that because you guys have given me plenty of prefixes, plenty of suffixes. So I know this is just review for you, but I wanted to now go over some of the meanings. Now that we actually know what prefixes are, we know what suffixes are, let's actually talk about what some of those mean. So we have DE here, which, let me make this a different color. That way it kind of stands out for you guys. My computer's moving really slow. DE means from, down, or away. So let's put in the example here of decrease. We also have E. This seems like a really, really weird one because you don't expect E to actually be a prefix because it's just a letter, right? The word that they gave us for this is emit, and that means out of or away from, okay? We also have pre. Now I'm wondering if this is gonna show up on Kahoot. It might, probably more than likely, so remember these, okay? Pre means before. The example that they give is predict. We also have prefix, right? Comes before. Our next one that we have is pro. Go ahead and make this one red as well. And for that one, they give us propel, which means for or forward. So if you propel something, it's gonna go forward, yeah? Kind of makes sense. And then we have re, which we've known this one since first grade because I've taught you guys re. It means back or again. And I accidentally made this the wrong. I didn't mean to do it like that. I meant to change the letters, not highlighted, okay? So that means back and again. So write these down, okay? Try to remember them, maybe make some flashcards out of them. That way it kind of helps you to remember. It's not very many. Next week, we are going to go over closed syllable root words. So it has some root words in there and the meanings. So they actually go with these prefixes, those root words do. And it's really, really weird because, and I know you guys remember from us doing this when we were reviewing for NWEA and we had those packets and it asked you to circle the root words. And some of you were like, which one's the root word? Because it didn't even seem like a real word. So that's what we're gonna kind of talk about next week, okay? Let's go into really quick our worksheets. We have a couple, so let me scroll. If you guys want to pause the video here, go ahead and take a second, and then maybe you guys can number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. And then you can choose the correct answer, which you think is the correct answer for these, and then come back to the video and I'm going to be marking what the correct answer is. I'll just put like a little check mark or something above which one is correct, okay? So go ahead and pause the video now and then come back to the video for the answers, okay? All right, so if you've unpaused the video, then that means that you're ready to go over the worksheet, okay, for these sound-alike words, which we call what? That's right, homophones. So I know in Fundations, they call them sound-alike words because they feel like you guys are too young to be using that academic vocabulary, but you know how I am. I teach the academic vocabulary anyway because I feel like you guys are rock stars and I don't feel like you're too young for those words. So homophones, sound-alike words, you guys are smart, super rock stars. Okay, so the parents missed seeing their, so which mist did you choose? Did you choose the correct mist? I hope so. Missed seeing their son. I hope you chose the correct one. Play the drums in the band. And I know you guys usually have your Fundations binders and you're able to look up these definitions and try to remember which words mean which, but just try to try to remember, okay, without those binders. Oh, I feel so bad that you guys don't have those. All right. The weather wasn't very nice. Which weather did you choose? And the and some people thought it would be best to cancel the concert. Which some did you choose? The forecast had said it would be in the high 40s and it might rain. So is it high like saying high, or high as in going up higher? Yeah, it was this one. That's actually these are our homophones that we're going to be working on for this unit. So they could not find another place for the band to play. So hopefully you guys got all of those right. I do want you guys to take both of those highs, so HI and HIGH. Please look up the definitions for those. You can either look in your dictionary, which is preferred. I always prefer for you guys to use the paper back dictionaries, or you can go to dictionary.com if you guys don't actually have a paperback dictionary at home, okay? Parents, they can be ordered on Amazon. They're fairly cheap. I think the ones that I bought for our classroom were like $4 or $5, and I bought like 8 of them for our class. So, and they're pretty good. The kids know how to use them. They know how to navigate and use the guide words. So I would highly recommend getting them a dictionary, maybe from Amazon or somewhere else. But if you don't have one, then please just use dictionary.com. Okay. Don't feel like you need to go out and buy one if you don't want one, but it does really help them with their dictionary skills. Okay. Let me erase these guys and then we're gonna kind of move on here a little bit. I just want to make sure that these don't stay on the screen. When I do move, I think I got them all. Okay. These I'm not going to have you do because we've already done those. We've already written sentences for no and guest. We did them with the other words too, the no, the other no, and the other guest. Excuse me. So I'm not going to have you guys do that. We are going to move down though. We did this already. We wrote abandon. Hold on, I'm missing my page that I wanted to actually be on. Scrolling through this and trying to do record a Zoom is really tricky. It's just really tricky. Okay, we are gonna come back and read those trick words too. Just give me a second. Okay, so they want us to use the correct by in this story, okay? So here we have BYE, which is paying money to get something. BY, which is the saying when you go away. And you guys should know these because you guys were supposed to look these up last week during our lesson, okay? I think I told you that in the Fundations video that I had made there. And then we have BY, means near something or someone who has done something. So let's see which words we're going to use. And I'll type them in here as well. Let me pull that up really quick. All right. Bye, Haley, said Skylar. And again, you guys can number these spaces that are here. And then you guys can choose the correct bye that you want to put into the sentence and then come back and watch the video. Okay, so let's do that now. Go ahead and pause the video here and number your paper. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 to 6. And then go ahead and choose which bye you think goes in that space. And then I'm just going to go through and type them into the story. Okay, so come back to the video in a minute. All right, if you're back to the video, that means that you've already done this on your own. So you should have your answers 1 through 6, and we're gonna go through and we're gonna write in the correct bye. So bye, Haley, said Skylar. She picked up her backpack by the door and left Haley's house. On her way home, Skylar stopped by the store. This should say store. Let me change this really quick. I'm sorry. This should say store right here. It shouldn't say story. Skylar stopped by the store to buy she's making a purchase, right? Some bread that her mom wanted for dinner. She always felt grown up when her mom asked her to buy something at the store. Mom trusted her to be safe because the store was right by their house. So how'd you do? Did you guys do okay? If not, go back through this and try to figure out why it is that you chose the homophone that you chose, okay? And then see if you can look at your definition and kind of change some things about what you put down. Also, I'll scroll back up to my definition. The definitions were in the description of the video that I did last week, but you guys can look at these too if you want to go ahead and pause the video here, and then you guys can write down these actual definitions. Keep them with you throughout this unit, okay? All right, let's move on to these trick words. I would like to read these, okay? You can say them before me or you can say them after me, okay? We have 8, and they want you to write these 3 times, okay? So you're gonna do that. Different, would, January, talk, lose, learn, please, America, and cousin. Okay, that's it. So write all those words down. I'm sorry, let me go back up. Write all those words down 3 times each. Okay, that way the repetition, even if you can read them, writing them down is going to help you be able to spell those too. And those are very tricky words. It's very hard to use these in sentences and spell them correctly. So please write them down at least 3 times, okay? That way your memory starts going and then you start to remember how to write those words in a sentence, okay? And lose, this is a hard one. Some adults still can't even spell lose. They spell it with 2 O's, and that's loose, okay? So make sure that you guys write those down 3 times, and I think we are done with this lesson. All right, guys, bye.